10 Louisiana homes for sale right now, from 150K to 849K. You've been watching home prices climb for 3 straight years. Every time you get close, the number moves. Texas is getting expensive, Florida is a feeding frenzy, and somewhere in the back of your mind you start to wonder, is there anywhere left in this country where real estate still makes sense? Louisiana still hasn't fully gotten the memo, and right now there are homes across the state sitting on the market, from a $150,000 brick ranch in Slidell to an $849,000 fully renovated showpiece in Old Metairie that tell a very different story from what the rest of America is selling. We're going through 10 of them today. Real listings, real addresses, real prices. From number 10 all the way down to number 1. Let's get into it. Number 10. Slidell, $150,000. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,100 square feet. Brick Ranch, Delwood Subdivision, built in 1981, listed March 31st, 2026. Slidell doesn't get enough credit. It sits on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain, separated from New Orleans by the causeway, but connected to everything that matters. The housing market here moves slower and cheaper than most of the metro, and this listing is a perfect example of why people keep finding it. Now, 1,100 square feet isn't big, that's the truth, but it's laid out well. Living room, dining room, 3 proper bedrooms, kitchen with tile flooring, and a carport on a cul-de-sac lot. The description says move-in ready. The listing agent put it plainly. Great potential, perfect for first-time buyers, downsizers, or investors. No hype, just a house that does what a house is supposed to do. The trade-off here is obvious. This isn't a statement home. It's not going to show up in an architecture magazine, but at $150,000 in a town with easy interstate access, a short drive to New Orleans, and genuine affordability in every direction, it's a number that doesn't ask you to stretch, it asks you to show up. The next one has more space, sits on the edge of a city that punches well above its weight, and costs $35,000 more. Number 9. Ida, $185,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1,500 square feet, farmhouse style, 1.25 acres, built in 1935, completely updated, right off Interstate 49, Caddo Parish. Ida, Louisiana is not a place most people have circled on a map. Population under 1,000, Caddo Parish, northwest corner of the state. Quiet enough that the annual property tax on this home is literally $75. Not a typo. $75 a year. But here's what the listing actually shows you. A completely renovated farmhouse, new flooring throughout, fresh paint, new electrical, a warm farmhouse-style kitchen, a large covered front porch and wood-burning fireplace sitting on over an acre outside city limits. Move-in ready, bright, clean. The kind of home that gets completely ignored in a national real estate search because nobody types Ida, Louisiana into Zillow. That's the opportunity. The honest trade-off is you're in a truly rural area. The nearest high school is 8 miles out. Shreveport is a 30-minute drive. If your life requires city infrastructure on demand, this challenges that. But if the whole point is quiet, private, affordable, and paid for, Ida delivers something a lot of places charge 3 times as much to imitate. Next is a contemporary brick home on 2.16 acres in central Louisiana, and it's sitting under $300,000. Number 8. Alexandria, $300,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1 half bath, 2,509 square feet. Contemporary brick, 2.16 acres. Built 1998. Listed April 1st, 2026. Alexandria sits in the geographic center of Louisiana. It's a real city. Population around 45,000, with a hospital system, a regional airport, and an economy anchored by government, healthcare, and Fort Johnson, the army base that keeps this market unusually stable. Home prices here haven't chased the coastal hysteria, and this listing is proof. $300,000 buys you a contemporary brick home on a private 2.16-acre lot off Foxfire Lane. 2 stories, 2,509 livable square feet, wood-burning fireplace, custom tile shower and soaker tub in the primary suite, an upstairs bonus room big enough for a media room, home office, or additional bedroom, a shed on the property. The whole thing has the bones of a home that was built to last. At $120 per square foot, that's a number that barely exists anymore in most American cities. The Zestimate actually sits above asking at $317,600, which is the kind of detail that tends to get overlooked until someone else buys the house first. The schools in this zip code are not the strongest on this list. That's worth knowing. But for a second home, a remote work setup, or a buyer who's done with renting and just wants space, Alexandria doesn't ask you to compromise very much for what you get. Next is a historic 4-bedroom in Shreveport, 3,700 square feet, for $265,000, and it has 6 fireplaces. Number 7. Maurice, $415,000. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,368 square feet, 2 acres, French style, built 2003, listed April 1st, 2026. Maurice sits in the heart of Vermilion Parish, Cajun country, about 10 miles south of Lafayette. This is not a suburb. It's agricultural land, wide open sky, and a community that still runs on the rhythms of harvest seasons and crawfish boils. The school district serving this property, Cecil Picard Elementary, is rated 9 out of 10 by Great Schools. That's real. The house itself is a family home in the truest sense. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,368 square feet on 2 acres. Gas cooktop, built-in oven, kitchen island, granite counters on brick flooring. A spacious primary suite with double vanities, soaking tub, separate shower, 2 zoned HVAC systems, an attached 2-car garage, and out back, a 20 by 50-foot workshop with a lean-to that extends it to 30 by 50. That's not a storage shed, that's a serious workspace. For a buyer with outdoor hobbies, a small business, or just a desire to stop sharing walls with neighbors, the 2-acre lot changes the entire equation. You can breathe here, and at $175 per square foot, you're not paying New Orleans prices for the privilege. The trade-off, Maurice is rural. Lafayette is 15 minutes away, which solves most practical problems. But if you need urban walkability, this isn't it. Next is a private ranch in Zachary with a pool house, and nearly 3.5 acres, and it's listed under $425,000.